Hey there guys, MillardTheMK here from MillardTheTankTutor.com to give you a breakdown on what modules you should be running on your Tier 10 mediums. Amongst the mediums there is a little bit of variance as far as you need to run optics on this tank and not on this tank, etc. But I'm going to break it all down for you into real easy to digest bits and pieces, and here we go. Starting with the American line, unfortunately we don't have a bunch of Tier 10 mediums. I would love that, but we do have the M48 patent. We're going to run on the M48 optics, rammer, and vert. The reason we're running optics should be pretty simple. It gets a great view range. I think it's 410 base, 420 base. We're just going to optimize it that much more. What that does is it allows the M48 to fight tanks with high camo values more effectively because they're not going to be able to get in as close or shoot from as many bushes. Of course, we're running a rammer and vert just to optimize our firing capabilities. Other tanks that we're going to be running this very same loadout, which is optics, rammer, and vert, are going to be the Russian mediums. Object 140, T62A, they have a great camo value, good DPM, so we optimize the DPM with rammer. We add optics because they've got a good camo value, like I just said, and vertical stab to get higher DPM through being able to take more on the move shots, etc. Other tanks that we're going to run this very same loadout on are going to be the Bat Chat. So the Bat's actually going to be vert GLD optics, but switch GLD and rammer, and it's the exact same loadout. The reasoning being there with the Bat is it has really bad gun soft stats, so we have to run two modules that will increase gun handling. Also running optics, just like we did on the Russian mediums, because they have a the Bat has a very high camo rating. That's going to allow us to do more active spotting with it. We can do passive if we need to. It very much makes the Bat a jack of all trades. A little bit different loadouts coming on the last three Tier 10 mediums, those being the 121, E50M, and FV 4202. So on the 121 and E50M, they run the same module kitting, and that is rammer, vert, and vents. And the reasoning there is, if you look at the 121 here, it doesn't have that bad gun stats. 2.7 aim time. It's right on the lip of does it need a vert or GLD, but it's got pretty good accuracy, but really trash depression. What we're running here, as I said, rammer, vert, and vents. The reasoning being it has the longest reload of any Tier 10 medium. So by running the rammer and the vents paired together, we're actually dropping it down substantially. It's getting close to maybe an E50M reload, just a few points of a second off. That's going to allow it to more effectively get into DPM fights with other Tier 10 mediums. The other thing is, it's not a great spotter. The depression is so bad. If you come up over a rise to take a spot, or maybe to get some eyes on something behind the ridge, you're probably going to get shot in your underbelly, maybe perma-tracked on top, etc. It's not going to be a good day for you if you try to spot over ridges with this tank. The camo value is not bad, just as an FYI. It's a little bit better than the 62A. However, again, it's not a great spotter due to chromie depression and a bit of a middle mounted turret as well. So that lineup, once again on this, is rammer, vert, and vents. And interestingly enough, we're running the exact same thing on the E50M for a little bit different reasons. The E50M has a really bad camo value. It's a big house on the battlefield. There's no real reason to run optics on it for that reason. It's still going to get outspotted by M48, Bat Chat, 62As, 140s, etc. The list goes on and on and on. We're not even going to try to spot with it, so instead we're going to optimize our DPM using rammer, vert, and vents. The gun is a doll on the E50M. Look at that, 2.1 aim time, 0.3 accuracy. Vert's just going to allow us to take more on the move shots, get our potential DPM higher. Same with rammer and vents. We're just going to be putting out more and more and more shots here. The last tank we're going to look at is the FV 4202, which is a bit of a dark horse. Not many people like it. Shucks, I don't even like it. Kind of interesting in that the gun's not bad, 0.32, 2.1, rate of fire is a little bit low because of the hesh. That was a total dud. What we're running on this tank is rammer, optics, and vents. Why not a vert like we've been running on everything else? Well, basically, this tank is slow. You're not getting anywhere terribly fast. It already has really good on-the-move handling, but not a good enough platform to work to optimize it. So instead, we're going to get a little bit of a view range boost here. We see it's 410. That's why optics are a great idea. We're just going to shove that view range out as far as possible, get our reload a little bit quicker, running both rammer and vents. Alrighty folks, those are the tier 10 mediums, those are the modules I recommend you run on them. If this was helpful or you have a question, comment, or concern, just go ahead and drop it in this YouTube comment section. Have a great day. MillardTheMK out.